Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to run one notebook from another notebook using magic command called %run. So suppose I have one folder. So this is my folder, how to run notebook from another notebook. And inside this folder, I have two notebooks. So one is %run and one is utility. So this utility notebook I opened in separate window and I will open this %run. So here what I'm doing is why I created two notebooks is so whatever main functions like so we are importing functions, no? So all imported functions I kept in utility, okay, in separate notebook. So not only imported functions, so whatever schema I'm defining, I'm keeping here. So since my source is one JSON file, and if you can see, this is my multi-line JSON file, and this JSON file, I have this schema. So I'm defining that schema. So how JSON structure is. So first I'm importing from types, SQL.types. So required these functions I'm importing for defining schema. So after that, I'm using struct type and inside that I'm mentioning all the fields. So I have these four columns. So I mentioned here struct field and my country is string type and user is string type, location string type and zip code is string type. So this is sub schema. And what is main schema is, so here I'm doing struct type and struct field. I have these columns. One is source, that is string type. Second column is description, that is string type. Third one is input underscore timestamp, that is long type. And there is one more column, last underscore update timestamp, that is long type. And final one is address. So this has JSON. So you can say nested JSON and whatever add schema that is this one. So that means this address has struct format. That means nested JSON. This is main JSON and under that we have one more nested JSON. So that schema I defined here. Okay, so this is my total schema I defined here related to my JSON file. And next, I created one function here to read this JSON file. So I given name as this one, read underscore from underscore branch. So my inside that I defined parameter as branch underscore layer underscore path. So because my JSON file, it is in branch layer. So that means I created one folder uh, to maintain all branch layer files. So for that, I used dbutils.fs.make directory. So by using this, so this is our standard path, file store, tables, and under tables, I'm creating this branch folder that is source to branch. So I got a JSON file from source, so that I'm keeping under this folder, source underscore branch. So once, since I'm using make directory, it will create folder under this file store underscore tables. See it giving true. True means this folder is created. So we'll go back here again. So here what I given function is, so df. See how you write regular reading syntax, no? So similar way I written here, df equal to spark dot read dot option multi-line is true. So since this is nested JSON file, no? So I'm mentioning here multi-line is true. And I'm defining schema and schema is schema underscore JSON. So that is my final schema. So that I'm passing here and dot JSON since this JSON type. So dot JSON and inside that my path is this one, branch layer path. So this one, it is defined here parameter. So from main notebook, we'll pass this parameter through this function and it will return this df. So this function, it will return you this df function. So total three things I added in this utility notebook. So one is required functions. So mainly you can say types and functions, Spark session, window, so date time, time delta, and pandas, JSON, import time, import tray. So okay, so next schema I defined here and function I defined to read JSON file. So in utility, I have this much details. So now I created this bronze folder. So next what I'm doing, I'm using here %run. So this is our magic command %run and I'm giving single dot slash utility because our utility notebook, it is in same path. Okay, so this is in same path under single folder. So that's why I given single dot slash. So sometimes we need to give dot slash, double dot slash, then utility. Okay, so those scenarios I already covered and I made one video under Databricks. So you can go through that. You will come to know different scenarios of how to write this %run. Okay, this syntax. So since I have single file, it is under same folder. So I written single dot backslash utility. So if I run this, so it will run this notebook backend and whatever cells in this here, no, like libraries, so define schema and this function, everything will read and it will be available in this notebook. So now this folder I created, source to branch. So I'm using first %fs underscore ls. If I run this, we'll get this. And in this, I'm keeping under file store. So that file store, I'm taking here file store under tables. And if you see here, no, source underscore branch. Or if you want to know more details how it is coming, so I'll take this one %fsls and this is my path. I'm copying this. This is top level path and I will try to run this one. It will display some more folders here, whatever folders available underscore under file store. Okay, so here, if you see file store tables. So this path I'm taking here. So again, I will do here %fsls and I'm pasting here. And if I try to run this, so whatever files and folders available under this, it will display here. So whatever files I'm uploading through catalog, all these things, it is available here. Okay, so here, and I created this folder no here, source to branch. So you can identify here. So source to branch, you can come, yes, yes, source to branch. Can little come down. Yeah, here. So I will copy this path. So this is my branch path now, and I pasted here. Okay, so that's how I got this path. So if I try to run this, so this is my JSON file. So that means through catalog, I uploaded this JSON file under this file, under this path. So now my JSON file is available. So what I'm doing, I'm copying this path and I'm mentioning this branch underscore layer path. So here I'm defining this JSON file path. So why I'm defining? So here I created function here, branch layer path. We need to pass parameter here. So same naming I given here, branch layer path. So that I defined here. From where we got? From here. So now what I'm doing is, so I want to check if the file is exist in branch layer or not first. So what I'm doing, I'm using try or except method. So in try, what I'm doing, I defined one variable file underscore exist. So here I'm using dbutils.fs.ls and I'm defining this parameter. So that is this one. So what it will pass here, it will pass this whole path, this JSON path, it will pass here. So what will happen? Next, I give an if statement, if file underscore exist. So that means if this file is available in this path, then file found equal to true. If this JSON file is not available, then file found equal to false. So, okay, so just checking if file is available or not before proceeding next further. So now we have two methods. So here I defined function and schema I defined here. So since we called here by using %run utility, so we can directly read the file, but still I'm showing two methods. Okay, so first method is I'm defining schema here only, this notebook only. So whatever I define schema, same thing I copy pasted here. So because depends on company to company, it will vary. So few so companies will keep schema in utility notebook. So few they will define in same notebook. So that's why I defined schema in main notebook, and I used here if condition if file underscore found. That means if that JSON file is available means then spark.read.json, and this is the path, JSON file path, and multi-line equal to true, and schema equal to schema underscore JSON. That is this one. Okay, so if you try to run this one, this JSON file, it will display here. So here while displaying, defining schema for address, we define no nested schema. So because of this. So this is the first method. Okay. So method two is, since we already defined function and schema in separate notebook, so here what I'm doing, here I'm using if file underscore found. That means if that JSON is available in that bronze layer path, then I'm calling this function read from branch. This one, read from branch. I'm calling this function, and inside that, what is the bronze layer path? This one. So this we already defined bronze layer path here. So that is here, this path. This we defined here. So now this path, it will pass here, bronze layer path, our JSON file path. So by using this function, what is there? We defined here multi-line equal to true, schema we mentioned in this notebook only, and this bronze layer path we defined here. So it will read this file. Okay, so JSON file, it is ready. So this is how we can use magic command %run. So this is a way we can read other notebook inside main notebook. So this is second notebook. This is main notebook. So this sub notebook we are calling here in main notebook, and whatever functions we defined, those functions we are using here. Or we are using here like this, like in method 2. So in real time, so almost all the projects, so no one will do all the code in single notebook. So whatever main functions, all functions they will keep in one notebook like utility. So they will call this notebook inside this main notebook. So that function they'll use here, and it will be run notebook like this. So that's all about this video, how to run other notebook in one notebook. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.